Hey, this is your host, Anthony Tank Mansfield. With you today is
Alicia DeVore.
and
Billy DeVore.
and this is What You Into.
What you into? What you into?
All right, we're back. Returning guest today, Alicia DeVore, Billy DeVore. What's up, you two? How you doing?
Doing good. It's allergy season, but we're making it through.
Yeah, my favorite season, allergy season, which for me is year-round. It's pretty sick.
Are you an inhaler guy at all, or are you on the antihistamines? Like, how are you approaching this?
Dude, I am anti-histamine, you know what I mean? No, I hate it. No, I'm on, well, right now I'm juicing harder than I've ever before. I've got the nasal spray, I've got Allegra, and Sudafed. So I'm fully loaded. Just trying to get it all out at any point. Because I haven't had to juice this hard since high school.
Dude, you're like a rave kid. You're on like so many different drugs right now.
Dude, I'm so cool. That's why I brought my glow sticks. You can't see this in this audio form podcast, but I am twirling them so good right now.
Have you been bitten by any kind of bugs, or are you dealing with this? Do you have any problems with the spring?
You know, honestly, the worst part for me is brushing the pollen off my car in the morning and hearing Billy complain about it.
Same.
So that's my allergy.
Yeah.
And snore about it.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true too. No, I'm actually doing pretty well, but I just prefer to this time of year as allergy season because I know how badly it affects Billy.
Yeah, because she's like, I wish I could open the windows. I was like, I wish I could breathe. It'd be ideal.
Oh man. Well, look, when's this winding down? Like, is there a chance where it's gonna weaken a little bit, or are you riding this through June into July and you're just not breathing for months on end?
I'm not gonna be able to breathe until probably December.
Oh my God.
Which and then I question, why do we live here still?
Yeah, man, you're like a pug with a mullet. What is happening over here?
Yeah, you'll hear me snarl into the microphone a little bit. But yeah, it rolls in, so it starts. You know, we get into winter after fall, and it's like, oh man, it's cold outside, and it sucks, and it's so cold, it's trying to kill me. And then we get into spring, and there's 1 week where I'm like, oh, we're outside, it's so nice again. And then the pollen comes from all the plants, and it gets in my nose, and then the air is trying to kill me. And then that rolls into summer, and it's so hot, and I'm sweaty. I'm like, it's so hot, it's trying to kill me. And then fall comes around, and the leaves fall to the ground, and they crumple and break, and all of that dirt and pollen and all of those things come up and get in my nose. I'm like, cool, now the leaves are trying to kill me. So I just think the outside doesn't want me to be here.
Yeah, no, it sounds like you need to be contained inside someplace with like large televisions. I feel like that's your domain.
Yeah. If just I could live in a B-dubs.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm happy.
Isn't that what we all want in life, really?
The bubble boy of B-dubs?
I think that might be modern Valhalla. like that's where sports bros go when they die, where every day is unlimited chicken wings and you just live off beer and bar fights during UFC pay-per-views.
Oh, babe, we're
that's
moving
the
into a
dream.
B-dubs.
I'm in.
selling the
Boneless wings
house.
for breakfast.
Just wake up to the smell of fresh fryers in the morning. Or might be more Hooters, actually. They have a deeper menu.
You think Hooters is the way to go?
Yeah, I think this is a hot take. Hooters has better food than B-dubs.
Hooters, I do like Hooters wings better than B-Dubs wings.
Right?
I will go with that.
Bigger, like more TVs, feels like more seating, better beer taps, cooler shorts.
The brown leggings kill it. Like, anything I was like, this is kind of hot. The brown leggings just do not do it for me.
You don't like hot dog encased legs?
It's really a weird 80s thing. I don't understand why this is still happening now. If like this is the move. I think this is why other restaurants have entered into the market.
Sure.
Is because of how traditional Hooters has kept it. So now Tilted Kilt can now come in
Yes.
and start to make a play for people who are like me that are like, I don't want to feel like I'm looking at my mom's generation of waitresses.
Yeah, and if you're not into plaid skirts, there's always Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
So if you're more of an outdoor woodsy type, you can go get your 31-degree beer at Twin Peaks.
It's amazing in America. Like this is a legit thing. Like this is one of those things where it's like, is this idiocracy? No, this is now. This is what we live in.
Now. Well, one of the things that we didn't get to do when we went to Seattle that I really wanted to do this time was go to a bikini coffee shop.
Yes. So do you know about these?
I've seen these. This is just for boomer dads to be like, hey, what's going on? And like, just get out of the house, have a cup. Every day say hi to Kathy and Trina. Like, those are my girls. I like them down there. Yeah.
They ask me about my day every day.
Yeah.
More than I can say for you.
100%. That's exactly why this exists.
They always have the creamer I like.
Oh, man. Yeah, dude. It's weird out there.
Yeah.
It's horny.
It is very horny. Is this where we're at now in America? America's just like, not just strip clubs, but let's like get a little out there into other restaurant sectors.
Yeah, kind of like how you can drink everywhere at the moment, like
you can
there's
be horny
doors
everywhere.
Yeah, you can be horny everywhere. Next thing you know, we're going to be going to Kroger scanning and our attendants are just going to have their tits out.
It feels that way. I mean, if we're going to stay in this horny sector, I mean, I guess we have restaurants, we do have coffee. I feel like maybe branching out into maybe like, I don't know, other restaurants. Do we get like Indian restaurants or like any Asian restaurants? Is this the way to go?
my gosh.
Like, I feel like there's opportunity here. Has anybody done any kind of Mexican food restaurant yet?
That needs to happen. They can just rebrand Chi-Chi's because Chi-Chi's is closed.
That's true.
Oh my God.
Hot tamales.
All right, time out. Let's not give away this multi-million-dollar idea on this podcast, okay? Let's pull this back. We'll talk to some guys. We'll make moves. We'll make things happen.
Yeah. Instead of giving kids hepatitis from our salsa, HPV. I think that's a fair move.
I think we have a whole new market now called breast-restaurants.
Yeah.
Breast-restaurants.
Breast the theater?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you press the button during the movie and some big-titted lady comes out and gives you nachos.
I'm in.
I mean, you got to get people back to the theater somehow.
And boobs solve every problem.
COVID, again, you might be onto something here. You're an innovator in what you're doing.
Well, during COVID, like in Portland, they had a drive-through set up where you could order food, and what would happen is when you order food, you pulled in like it was a pony keg, and they had strippers with masks on and their tits out shaking them in front of you, and you Venmo'd the strippers, and you drove on through. Would love to have that in 2024.
Do you think that's one of the highlights of the COVID era? Is we got outdoor seating and we got drive-through strip clubs?
Yeah, free loose tits, covered mouths. I'm in. Babe, we're doing it.
All right.
That's our new $1 million business.
Sorry, I'm trying to think of a name. Quick and cold, because there's the quick and cold here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Quick and.
I mean, the come and
Quick
go.
and hold. And you let them. They let you touch them.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, well, that's gonna be a little extra, but yes.
Yeah. Of course, it's extra.
Yeah.
I'm not an animal.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, and that's how you're gonna get, and that's how you get the money is upsales.
Just like an Applebee's.
Yeah, right. Are you talking about the apps? Are you talking about the dollar margaritas? Are you saying what you can and can't do inside the weird stripper drive-through tunnel?
Are you letting them touch your Applebee cups?
Yeah.
Totally fair. Valid questions.
Well, all right. Let's do this. Let's plug. I'm trying anything I
Let's
can
rein
to
it back
segue.
in already.
So let's do this. Let's hit plugs real quick because I do want to get into the show proper and just talk about all sorts of cool festival stuff. So, listener, you know where to find me at Neil to Know on Instagram. My link tree is there. Everything's there. Alicia DeVore, you can find her at lish.g.dev. Yes, Dev DeVore. Why do I fuck this up? I always fuck up people's IGs. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I'm not offended.
All right, hold on. Leash.g.dev. There we go. That's the one I'm keeping. Lister, you didn't hear the one where I just completely fucked it for the past 10 seconds. Billy DeVore, you know where to find him at William the Four. Also on IG, at The New Nasty Boys. And, of course, recording a new album this week at the Commonwealth Sanctuary. So the last time you did Drinking at the Kids' Table, that came out in 2020.
Yeah.
Didn't really get a tour of that one.
No, not really. Tried to. Did drive-in movie theaters, did outdoor venues, but didn't really get to like give it its proper send-off.
So what's it feel like to get to do this one?
I'm afraid I'm starting another pandemic.
Okay. Yeah, don't.
I recorded it in 19 and I was going to release it I released it in 20 in the May of 20 where I was like, how long can a pandemic really last? And it turns out for a while.
It sticks around.
It hangs out in the air just like pollen. and so I didn't really so since then, slowly building up to this new one and so I'm really excited to like put it out and then get to be like, yeah, would you like to hear this and new stuff I'm working on? So hopefully get to capitalize it and tour and do all that stuff again.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
What can you tell us like kind of how long the set is? Like, are you going for like an hour? Are you doing a half hour thing? Half hour. Nice.
No one needs to hear anyone speak for longer than half an hour ever again.
Yeah, I am with you on this. I would rather have like a half hour of fire every year as opposed to like an hour of a half hour of fire, 15 minutes of pretty good jokes, and then 15 minutes of like, all right, come on, man, can we wrap this thing up?
Yeah. We don't really need to hear like Judd Apatow still needs to learn how to edit himself. He still those movies are always 20 minutes too long. Mm-hmm. Dave Attell, Hot Cross Buns, that's like a 33-minute special, and he's the GOAT. So you're telling me that he acknowledges in himself like, oh yeah, 33 minutes. This is all you need from me. Everyone needs to follow suit. And in a generation of Reels and TikTok, no one's going to listen to a joke for more than 2 minutes at a time anyway.
Yeah.
Unless you're Kyle Kinane and you do a 40-minute joke about your parents, which was insane, but
I think we're also in a time now of like, there's just so much streaming media and stuff to like capture your attention more than ever before. Because when people were doing our stuff, and I mean, I know it's been around for years, but like, especially like in stuff like the 80s and 90s, you would literally buy like a tape or a DVD and like rewatch it multiple times because you didn't like have a bunch of tapes or you'd have to go rent one, like you just didn't have available options right there. Whereas now I can sit down on my couch tonight and I turn on my PS5 and then I'm like, all right, am I going to watch Max or Hulu or Netflix, or am I just going to play games? Like, or just listen to Spotify. Like, there's so many fucking things I can do, or watch a live sporting event. Like, there's so many things that are going for my attention. So having something where it's way more approachable, it's like, all right, I know I can sit down and watch this whole set. I know I'm going to get a quality set, and I can also fit it in under a half hour. This is great. Yeah,
and no one's asking me to do it. I'm just doing it. So, like, if Netflix was like, hey, can you do an hour and a half? You'd be like, yeah, sure, whatever you want. But it's me putting it on doing it myself, where I'm like, yeah, half an hour is all I really want to do.
Alicia, where are you at in the process? Like, while this is going on, like, is he like telling jokes to you over the course of the year? Like, how familiar do you get with the material? Do you ever get tired of the material?
So I used to go with him I would say almost everything he would do. I mean, this was years and years ago. This new album, I'm certain that I know everything that's on it. He doesn't run stuff by me as much as he used to, and I think a lot of it's just because he has become a lot stronger of a writer, and he's really confident in his own writing abilities, as he should be. But occasionally he'll run something past me, or he'll play me something, and then we'll tweak it a little bit. But that's not as common as it used to be. He generally will run his material once or twice a week. Have you been working on all of this since 2020?
Mostly.
Or 2019. So, I mean, I think this is almost 5 years of material, too. Condensed into a half an hour, which is great because that's how you really know you're selecting all your good stuff.
Yeah, which then I was looking through old tapes and I was like, oh, I forgot about this joke, that joke, this joke. So, like, knowing that as soon as I finish this, I probably have a 10 to 15-minute head start on the next one.
Nice.
So, not burning like everything, but again, very few people know who I am, so I'm not technically burning anything. I can always go back and like redo or whatever. So if someone were to approach me and be like, hey, would you like to do an hour? I'd be like, well, then I can just put both of these together. And because I own them and no one else owns them, and I can do whatever I want. I own the masters, and that's what's been extremely important for me through this entire process.
Oh, you don't got a company doing it. You got a hold of everything.
Yeah, that's how I did it in 2020 too.
Dude,
self-released.
That's perfect because I hear a lot of things about people making deals with people because it's easier that way, but then they don't get the money out of it. They don't see the return on it. And that's awesome that you own your own shit.
Yeah, that's what's extremely important to me. I'm not getting Scooter Braun, dude. Like, I'm like, Michael Jackson isn't going to swoop in by my catalog, you know? Like, I understand that that's where you can make a good amount of money doing it. I mean, you hear about that stuff in the 80s and in the early 90s, and I have always valued that flexibility to be able to do whatever I want with it. And it's a lot easier now, too, to release it on your own.
Yeah, technology has really made a huge jump in the ability for people to make stuff now.
Yeah.
You know, we're back in the day, like getting a hold of a camera, it like was not a super easy thing to do. And now we have them in our pockets every day.
Yeah, now I'm walking into a venue on Saturday that has 4 4K Blackmagic cameras set up, and they have professional audio recording equipment. So why would I be like, you know, I've worked really hard on this. I only want to make 25% off of it. Let me give it to some other guy who's going to hold a camera for me and then take it then run with it and do the same thing that I would do with it in general. Like put it on YouTube, release it on 400 different streaming platforms for audio. So.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
No, smart. Well, let me ask you this before we get off the topic. Like, how do you decide what stays and what goes? Like, how long do you use a bit before you're like, you know what, it's really not working. I got to get rid of this one.
Just feel it's just a feel thing. Like where I'm at with some of the material. Like if this joke's hitting really hard right now, there's something I'm doing right with it. And that just stays. That just is going to stay in there. There's some jokes where like they'll start and they'll work. And then all of a sudden, you know, a couple weeks later, I've done it a few times and it stops working. Then I go, what am I doing wrong? Go back, take it to the workshop, and then come back and do it. You know, either I do it again or I'll put it in my back pocket and I won't do it for a while. And then I'll forget about it. And I listen to an old set and I'm like, why did I stop telling that? Oh, that's why I stopped telling that joke. And then I go and I retool and figure out how to reapproach. Because most of the time it's you build a joke backwards where you start with your punchline and then you go, how do I work to get here? And sometimes my problem is my logic gets in the way and there's something bad here, or I didn't have the right joke in the middle here to connect to the real punchline that I wanted to get to. So it's just a puzzle.
Yeah. You get a kink in the pipe and you got to take it out, swap a new one in.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm excited for it to come out. Like you said, like when it does, do you have a kind of an idea of like when it's gonna drop? Or
No clue.
Okay,
because I'm gonna take a stab at editing myself.
Okay,
and then if I can't do that or I get frustrated, which is probably what's gonna happen, I have a couple people that I can lean on that are gonna edit it. So I hope my goal is to get it out by October.
Nice. Okay.
Because I've got some really good political stuff in there that I want to get out before the election.
Well, listener, make sure you're following on an IG William the Four, and that's four spelled out Four, not the number 4. And yeah, follow there and keep up with it and check it out when it comes out.
Well, yeah, do that and buy it or watch it or do whatever you want to it. I don't care.
Just throw money at Billy when you see him. Just if you see him, just like take it your wall and just fucking wing one at him, you know?
Yeah. Here's $15. I'm not going to listen to it.
That's fine. You got the money.
Fine. That's fine. I got what I wanted.
All right. So recently you two went to Seattle. How was that?
It was really fun. We have friends that live out there. And the reason why I hesitated is we went out there for a specific purpose, which was to watch the Reds play the Mariners, and the Mariners swept the Reds.
I saw you two show up on TV. Like I was going through my social media, and all of a sudden I'm like, holy fuck! How'd you guys get on TV?
Oh, I would like to say it was just happenstance. Well, it mostly was, right?
In a way. So I think Billy would tell the story better, but he met John Sadak in 2022 when Billy was doing his Sky Rosa tour, inviting people to try the Sky Rosa, and he reached out to John Sadak, and he was gracious enough to record one of the Sky Rosa videos with Billy. Since then, those two have kept in contact. Well, how it happened in Seattle was really funny. We went to, I forget what game, I think the Tuesday night game.
Yeah,
No,
it
the
was
Monday night
the
game.
Monday night game.
And it was a 3-game series, so it was 2 night games and a Wednesday day. We were at the Monday night game. The whole lot of us got a little loose, and then afterwards we went to this dive bar. On the way in, Billy was like, "Wouldn't it be funny if I texted John Sadak and asked him to come get ripped up at Hooverville with us?"
Let's get blacked out at Hooverville.
I was like, "Hell yeah!" And then
I get my beer and I do my Jaeger bomb and I walk over to the table. I sit down, take a drink, and look up and I go, "Holy fuck, that's John Sadak." And he's just like, "What?" And I walk over, I'm like, "John." He goes, "Billy." And then we end up talking for an hour and a half, just standing
Holy
there,
shit.
shooting the shit, catching up because I hadn't seen him in a while. Because he's so busy, man. Like, not only is he doing 162 Reds games, on top of that, he does college football. He does college basketball.
Dude.
So there's no rest for that man.
Yeah, this dude's a road warrior.
He's a grinder. And calling basketball, I was talking about it. Calling basketball is the hardest of all the sports. That and hockey.
Because it's just the constant movement of the ball or the puck, and then you're having to try in real time figure out who's actually getting it via number or name.
Correct. And then you have to then describe what just happened. And then you have to kick it to your color person. And hopefully then do you have such a good dynamic relationship with them that they can immediately kick it back and keep the flow going. I was like, dude, calling that has to be hard. He's like, I love it, and it's one of my favorite things to call because of how fast-paced it is.
Yeah, it's honestly like from announcing stuff, like it once you kind of figure out play by play, like it does become easy because you're just basically describing things in real time. Like so I could see we're doing that for like basketball would be fun because you're just in real time just saying what's happening and making it appear. So
out of thin air.
Yeah. Whereas baseball is way more chill. Baseball is way more like, all right, we're stretching this out. We're taking our time.
Yeah, like some of the most iconic announcers and play-by-play guys, Vin Scully, and oh my gosh, why am I blanking? Milwaukee.
Oh, Bob Uecker?
Yeah. They're known for their stories.
Right.
And then more than just their calls on the field. So it's like that. So you have that brevity to be able to go and get into it and have a full conversation where there's a delicate balance with that, where there's some people that are just having, basically it's just like you're listening to a podcast while watching a baseball game where I'm like, no, you actually still need to keep up with the game.
I was going to say that does sometimes happen. I think because of just the amount of games those dudes are calling. And sometimes when there's just kind of a lull or they're in a game where it's like, this isn't really that great. They're like, I'm just going to do my own podcast right now and just kind of get lost.
Yeah. And that's one of the flaws with Friday Night Baseball on Apple TV is sometimes they would fall into that and do that. And you're like, okay, well, my team might be losing 8-0, but I'm still watching.
Yeah.
Keep up with it a little bit.
What's Seattle's ballpark like?
I love their ballpark. It's pretty big. The food is some of the best.
I've heard that. I've heard they got a good food selection.
Oh, okay. So there are a couple items that we had this year that were just bomb. We've had them before. The crab fries. They're Old Bay crab fries. Exactly what it sounds like. Just
Nice.
crab on fries. Old Bay. Great. Right?
Can't beat
you
that.
can't beat it. One of our friends that we visited, Alex, she got chicken katsu.
What?
Would never think of having that at a ballpark. It was amazing. But you
So
think
good.
about like the fact that Seattle's a lot cooler a lot of the year. I mean, when we were there, it was really cold. I want to say it was upper 30s. So it was like
shit.
a perfect hearty dish to have. It's like, football weather food.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're getting all that wind coming off the water.
Yeah.
And so you get that breeze that's going to chill things out. And also, you're really fucking close to Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We did that one year as we went to Seattle, then drove up to Vancouver.
Yeah, it was really fun. But then our other favorite food item we had this year, they have a Mitchwich because they've got 2 Mitches on the team. It was a half like turkey club and the other half was a Cuban. And yeah,
It was
So fun.
good. With like a deep fried avocado on it.
oh yeah. I forget which half that was on.
And then like
Doesn't matter.
that was on the club one. And then the other side had like olive tamponade on it. That
Yeah.
was unreal.
Yeah.
And what was so sick about getting that sandwich is they have these 2 new sections set up where you walk over and there's a gate and you scan your credit card, your RF Signal credit card, or Apple Pay, and then the gate opens, and then you just grab whatever from the counter, the coolers,
Yeah.
and then you walk out and it automatically charges you.
I don't like that. I don't like where this is going.
Honestly, yeah, the government, well, the government of Seattle has all your information.
And that's what's happening now, Billy. Are you happy with giving up freedom? That's what you're doing.
Dude, I'll give them my freedom for these restaurants, buddy. Okay? If I can get cold beer, loose titties, I'll give up my social.
Okay, I'm on your side now. God damn it. I'm so easily swayed.
Yeah. Loose titties, that might be the name of the next album.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, I have to throw out there just one more plug for Seattle's ballpark. My favorite part, I think our favorite part, is Edgar's Cantina.
Yes.
It's a bar that's in the outfield.
Yes.
And you get happy hour prices up until 20 minutes before first pitch.
Oh, really?
And they did change it a little bit this year. I can't remember the deal, but it used to be that you could get one of the 16-ounce Topo Chicos for $5, and they'd let you get 2 at a time.
Oh,
so
they're like 24 ounces.
Oh, okay, my bad. 24 ounces.
Hell
No,
yeah.
well, then it couldn't have been $5. It must, but still, it was crazy cheap. It was less than $10. They'll let you get 2 at a time, and then you just get 2, take them to your table, and then go back and get 2 more.
I mean,
You gotta-
it does make sense though, because if you think about it, when you go to Reds games, it's there's all the bars and the banks, so you go to the bars and the banks before
Right.
you go inside.
Yes.
Why not just compete with them and be like, hey, we're gonna do the same prices as the bars outside of us up until game time, and then once you're trapped in here, then we jack the prices up.
Yes.
It's just
yes.
like at TQL Stadium with the boot. When you go
Yes.
to the Coors corner, you get in there, you get your boot for you get the boot for $6 off, and your refills for a couple bucks off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can get a refill on that boot for $8 if you chug that first one before the kickoff.
Which, I mean, are you a fan or not?
Huge fan.
Then you're chugging that beer at a time.
So many. We have so many boots. We have 11 boots now. We have 4 in the back of our friend's car that I keep forgetting to get from him, and we're trying to get enough so we can play boot pong.
Nice. Oh my God. Okay, boot pong, and then can we eventually make this into a oversized foosball table with boots?
Oh my god, that'd be great.
Yeah, get out the power drills, run some PVC pipe through these bad boys.
Yes.
Somehow
Yeah.
beer still has to be involved
Oh,
in
yeah.
the boot.
Oh, you can't tip the beer.
You can't tip the beers.
Amazing.
Boom. Nailed it.
$1 million ideas down
Left
here.
and right.
We have to cut these all out so
I
that people
know.
don't steal them.
Don't let the people get a hold of them.
Yeah, this is technically a patent review. I don't know if you knew that, but
Yeah.
anything said on here is up for review at the patent office
Indeed.
immediately. And what's so nice too is the stadium is right by the bay.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're eating that crab, you look over and you're like, "Huh, this came from right there."
That's where you used to live. Now you live in my tummy.
Yum, yum, yum. Well, last year when we were in Edgar's Cantina, you were either getting a drink or in the bathroom, but my buddy Jake and I were standing there, and Key Brian Hayes hit a homer into Edgar's Cantina.
Oh, shit.
And we were on the broadcast just looking so drunkenly disappointed, just staring and just so bummed.
Was it like a mortar round coming in when it started coming? Did people see it coming, or was it oh shit? Drunk people were diving out of the way.
Yeah, you heard it. It was like a little shotgun blast, and you saw the ball coming, and we were just Jake and I were standing there yeah, that thing's coming our way. Yeah, that's landing in the basket. Shit. And it was so funny, just us being on the broadcast, just arms folded, so bummed. Well, you want to tell them about the most unique food item at T-Mobile Park?
Are they deep fried?
Yeah.
Deep fried, salted, chili powdered grasshoppers.
What are we doing here? What is happening right now? Is this a man versus food challenge? What the fuck?
It's delicious.
Oh, and they serve those at Edgar's.
Yeah, they do.
Well, of course they do.
Where else?
Yeah, if you get drunk guys and you can be like, there's this thing that's pretty gross, but you can eat this and then I'll pay you money for it.
Yeah. They were gross.
I'm sure they were
Yeah.
delicious. I mean,
Honestly, the worst part is the abundance of salt. After 3 of them, you're like, all right, my blood vessels are all the way open. I can't do this anymore. But
Yeah, they just
or closed, whatever.
they taste like little chicharrones with smaller little crunches in there.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of the way you got to do it, where it's like it's a thing where it's like in theory in your head, it's like, oh, this is gonna be really gross. I would never eat a bug, and then you actually have it, and you're like, oh, they've done it up so well that I can't even tell. What like this is incredible.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
one of the few countries that don't eat bugs.
Yeah.
So
Doing it
grow
wrong.
up.
Freedom.
Freedom.
Yeah, freedom. All right, America, start eating bugs, start eating horse. Let's go.
Dude, what if that's all it's a gentleman's club that only serves horses and crickets? Bugs. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're getting there. We need one more thing on the item, but I feel really strong launching out the gate with horses and bugs.
It's like a mix of Seabiscuit and a Bug's Life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come in for the Clydesdale steak covered in termites. Let's go.
Yeah, instead of, putting mushrooms and onions on top of it, it's just crickets
Yeah.
in a brown gravy. With Cindy on the stage.
Well, okay, before we leave Seattle, is there any place that you both want to visit every time you're there? Is there any place that's like a recurring stop?
Chuck's.
Chuck's.
I thought we were going to say it at the same time.
Oh, I was between Cloudburst, Holy Mountain,
Oh, yeah.
and Chuck's.
So Chuck's is a hop shop. They've got like a selection of, just an amazing selection of beers. It's also near where our buddy lives or used to live. So that there's also a convenience factor. But anything that you want to bring home to Cincinnati, go to Chuck's to get it.
Chuck's.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime you want to bring home canned soup,
Yes.
go to Chuck's Hop Shop.
Hop shop. Dude, it's pretty cool going in there and seeing Urban Artifact
Yeah.
in there and some other Ohio breweries like Fatheads made it out.
Nice.
So it's like, oh, I can get this at home. All right, well, I'm getting this sour I can't get at home.
Yeah.
450 Interstate 450 out of Indy.
Oh, yeah. They were like the fruit smoothie people.
Yeah, they're out there.
Yeah, that tracks. Yeah, I like Fatheads because their logo looks like my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad had that exact same haircut in the 90s when I was growing up. So every time I see it, I'm just like, hell yeah, my dad's on a beer can.
Amazing.
Well, look, let's transition out and get in. Oh, sorry. Before we do that, let's talk about the other two spots real quick. So
sure.
Go to Chuck's. Holy Mountain is awesome.
Yes.
Dude, Holy Mountain rules.
I love that place. That place is great.
We brought home, well, when we were there, we got lucky enough to they had a couple bottles left of a 2019 Midnight Still.
Ooh.
Which was the first beer that we had from them, I think, together.
Yes.
And
In 2019.
in 2019, bourbon barrel aged, phenomenal. It's a blend of 4 different stouts, and it is like 16%, and it goes down too smooth.
Those are the problems with those big beers. When you make them too good, where they're just too easy to take down, because you're like, this is fine. I don't even taste it, and then a half hour, you're like, oh no, I made a mistake. Yeah.
And you could only consume that one on site. I couldn't take it home.
Oh, really?
And then I brought home that other stout that was really good. It had like vanilla.
Yes. I wish I could remember the name, but I can't. But
It
was another delicious stout.
I'm sure it was something like Midnight's Talon or like Blood Dagger. Like
Raven Corpse.
yeah, something. Yeah. 100% Raven Corpse.
Maggot pussy.
Yeah. It's also like in a weird spot where it's like it's kind of a warehouse right beside train tracks.
Yes.
And
The train tracks are the funniest part.
yeah, and there's active trains going by, and you're like, I hope I'm parking in the right spot here. I feel like I'm not going to get towed if I park here.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah.
Jake, no, you can't park on the tracks, bud.
Yeah.
Pull back.
Go this way.
Well, they opened a second location we didn't get a chance to go to, but it's got like a rooftop patio. And it's
nice.
in Ballard, right? I think that's where he said it was in Ballard.
I can't recall, but yeah, we didn't get there this time. Next time.
Nice. And then Cloudburst, also a great spot to stop at.
Oh my God, dude. The original brewer for Elysian.
Yes. Oh, do you want me to elaborate?
I was throwing it
Yes.
off to you.
Sure. Yeah, the original brewer for Elysian, everyone's familiar with Space Dust. They changed the recipe a lot since it's like mass produced now. He didn't want to go with Elysian when they were sold to InBev, so he opened Cloudburst. He brought the original recipe and he's remarketed it as Cosmic Lust. And I'm pretty sure
Nice.
the logo is like a little guy flipping off.
He's riding the rocket.
Yeah,
the
Nice.
little hop.
yeah, it's
Double
the guy,
birding
yeah, the
it.
hop that looks like the Space Dust hop, but he's got his middle fingers up.
Oh yeah.
And they brew it like 4 times a year, and they just
Yeah.
don't tell you, and they drop it. And when you do get it,
Yeah, you remember what that first taste of space dust was like 10 years ago when you're like, this is the best beer. You get to experience that again.
yeah,
Cloudburst.
That's
So it's amazing.
incredible.
Yeah.
it's like similar to when you had zombie dust for the first time.
Oh yes.
When you couldn't get it, it was so hard to find.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, this is amazing. And then you have it now, and you're like, this is still good. It's just you can taste the difference.
Well, you lost the chase. That's the other thing
Yeah.
too. Is like there's that thing now with especially with beer where like now everything is so accessible that you don't really get the special feelings when you get something anymore because you're just like, okay, cool. I mean, I just got this from my local spot. You know, like nobody had to bring this in a car to get to you.
Yeah.
You know, like there's a few rare exceptions to that. You know, like stuff that gets independently released at at breweries for like their anniversary or something. But as far as like getting a hold of like what's now kind of regular beers, you're just kind of like, okay, well, this would be cool.
Yeah, this is fine. It's
Yeah.
like Demogorgon Day at Streetside.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the last time I got excited for a Listerman drop.
Yeah, I would like to see. I like their series they're doing, like the Greek God series they're doing right now. Those are pretty good. But I feel like just kind of everybody's stopped having like big opening days, which is a bummer. Which I thought was super cool. Like when people did used to go to Listerman and like other places for those drops, but you don't really even see that now in other places other than outside the anniversary day, which is a bummer.
Yeah, it is such a bummer.
Yeah.
I remember hopping in line with you and John Holmes, and we'd meet at Listerman, and then get their St. Patty's beer,
Oh yeah.
Yes.
pot of gold.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What is that? Or Shamrock something?
Shamrock Shake.
Shamrock Shake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And get that bourbon barrel aged Shamrock Shake.
Mm-hmm.
God, that beer was so good. Did they do it again this year? I haven't even kept up. That's the bummer.
Yeah, I don't know if like they're doing like releases for Shamrock Shake, but I know they're making it. Like it's still out there in the world. But yeah, I don't know. I think that is the thing now. Is we're just so awash in beer that like kind of there's not much special stuff left. The only thing I can think of right now that I would want to get that I can't regularly get is like Spotted Cow, just because whenever you
Yes.
come
Yes.
across that, it's like, well, this is still a thing that's special. And then Ghost in the Machine, like those are like the two that are kind of like, all right, I just can't regularly get a hold of either of these.
Sure.
Yes.
Well, her best friend lives in Milwaukee.
Yes, we do have a connect.
So whenever she comes into town, I'm like, a deli case, please.
Yeah, please.
Which she didn't bring this time.
She flew, so.
Okay, check a bag. Check a bag for me. Come, I mean, that's no excuse.
Well, let's do this. Let's get into the main segment tonight. So we're talking music festivals tonight. I'm excited to talk about this. All right, I'm going to throw this out here just at the beginning, just so we can kind of know where I'm starting at. I've been to multiple like 1 day long festivals. I've been to like Warped Tours and fucking Ozfest and all that shit or whatever. The national thing I bumped into you two at. Yeah. But I've only been to one festival. The one festival I did was Punk and Drublic 2018 in Thornville, Ohio. Listener, you know it as Legend Valley, where they have Lost Lands, Hookahville, and Gathering at the Juggalos. This was a very special Punk and Drublic because this was the year that Stone Brewing was sponsoring it. Ooh. And then the Las Vegas shooting happened, and NoFX went on stage like NoFX is known to do and say offensive things. And NoFX is like, hey, at least it was country music fans. That's the upside. And so then there was a huge backlash over this where people were like, oh my God, they can't say that. And so then Stone made NoFX leave their own, well, before that. So then there was the whole thing with it was like, it wasn't just Stone that was on it. It was a mix of punk bands and Stone over a 3-day event. And then they were also bringing in like a bunch of other breweries to work it as well.
Yeah.
So there was like a bunch of breweries from Columbus, and Jackie O's came in from Athens and a bunch of other spots. And like half of the breweries dropped out. And didn't want to do it because NoFX thing. So then Stone booted NoFX from their own festival, and we ended up still with like half the breweries, no NoFX, and the thing went on and happened. So that's my one festival I've been to. As we go along, I'll tell you more stories from this because it does have a happy ending.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my one experience.
Man, that's wild.
I actually remember that so specifically, so it's really funny to me that you were there.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I read an article with, is it Fat Mike?
Yeah, Fat Mike.
Saying that, and I was like, dude, this is not not good. And then 3 months later or whenever later it was.
Yeah,
It was a couple months.
Yeah,
It's
I think it was like a week later or
A
something.
week? Oh, I thought it was a couple
Yeah, it
months.
was like pretty fresh.
right,
Like
okay.
people were still Las Vegas strong.
Yeah.
They
Always strong.
Yeah, always strong. Yeah, hey, when you get a mass shooting, you get to be strong. That's the way it works in America. You get thoughts and
gotta
prayers,
be.
and you get to be strong.
That's right.
But yeah, it was like, well, and the whole thing was that's funny about this is being like I'm not gonna say I'm a NoFX fan. There's a couple things I like. There's a few songs I like, a couple albums I like, but I'm also not. I'm not into NoFX's thing where like sometimes you would go to see them in Fat Mike's like, hey, I'm gonna do like my bad stand up set for 45 minutes instead of like actually playing the show. Like, because they were pretty notorious for that, where they would just like play a song and then it's like now Mike's gonna talk for like 5 minutes. Now they're gonna play something else like a 2-minute song, and now Mike's gonna talk for 10 minutes, and it's just like, yeah. But it's hilarious that Stone Beer decided to hitch their wagon to this, knowing the dumb shit he said in the past, and then it's like the whole thing of like the scorpion and the frog. Like, halfway across, the scorpion kills the frog, and the frog's like, "What the fuck? It's like I'm a scorpion, dumbass. Like, what do you think I was gonna do?"
Yeah.
Like I'm Fat Mike and NoFX. You don't think I'm gonna say some wild shit and get us both in trouble? Like, here we are.
Yeah, this is what's gonna happen.
So, all right. So that's me. So let's jump in with you two. What was for each of you? Were you together for your first music festival, or were you separate for your first music festival?
Separate.
Yeah,
Ooh,
separate.
okay. So what was yours? What was yours?
You go ahead.
Sure. My first one was Bunbury 2013. That's not a camping festival, but it was 3 days. And I was 22 years old, and I did one of the like biggest festival sins. Dumbest thing is like I got drunk really early in the day, couldn't handle it.
Saw it plan.
On the second day, and then I couldn't make it back for the third day. I missed the national. I'm trying to think of who else I missed. But I'm trying to think of who else was there. Like, it was so long ago that the headliners were people who are okay. Fun was the headliner Saturday night, I think, or was it
Fun.
Friday? Oh, Fun!
That is fun.
MGMT was playing in the middle of the day.
That tracks. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
as far as time period goes,
Right? Yeah.
And now I got the do 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 song in my head right now.
And I'm trying to remember who the other nighttime headliner was. I can't remember now.
I swear MGMT was the night headliner.
Maybe you're right. No, because I remember this girl riding a dolphin. Okay, so I blacked out in the middle of the day. And I came to at MGMT, and there was this girl riding a dolphin floaty next to me during MGMT's set. And I was like, oh, they're playing Kids. Oh, my God, I don't feel good.
Oh, this is one of the last times anyone will ever hear this song live. Fucking dolphin.
What a wild way to come out of a blackout.
Oh, yeah, I was like, stupid. And it was August. It was like 95 degrees, and I was drinking IPAs.
Just down by the river.
Yeah. Were people putting sunscreen on you during this time, or were you just like?
I had put it on me that morning, and like, yeah, no, it was when I came to, I was like, I think I'm alone too. I had to go find everybody.
Oh,
Yeah.
classic drunk girl move.
Yeah.
Classic.
22 years old. But yeah, that's actually the only time in my life I've ever blacked out at a music festival. It's not it. So anybody here who's hoping to go to one, rule number one, do not get too drunk, because first off, you spend so much money to go to these things.
Stick
So
to light beers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stick to light beers.
Treat it like
and,
tailgate.
and drink water.
It's a marathon.
It is a marathon.
And you sprint those last 2 miles at the bar after the shows.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's when you do shots.
That's experience. That's advice right there.
He's on it.
Sage wisdom.
Yeah. Billy, how about you, man? What was your first thing you went to?
My-
It was like a multi-day event.
My first music festival was 2011 Bonnaroo, and I turned 21 there at the Bonnaroo.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it was awesome. So I went with my friend Tina, who she used to be a server at Go Bananas, but her main gig is she's a sign language interpreter.
Cool.
And so she was a part of the crew that would do sign language at Bonnaroo. And I went so wildly unprepared just threw a tent my parents gave me. They're like, we think all the stuff's in here. I'm like, whatever. Threw it in my Civic, got everything, drove out with Sam Evans and Alex Stone. No, wait, that was the second year. Yeah, that was the second year. No, was it the first year? Yeah, that was the first year. And then drove out there, and then, that was the second year. And then drove out there and ended up staying with them in the handicapped camping spot and slept on the floor of their RV because my tent didn't have all of its stuff in the bag. and so they were so nice. The biggest show I saw that year was Arcade Fire on the Suburbs tour, and I was in the pit. So there's like 50,000 people behind me, and I'm like up against the rail looking at all of them, higher than a goddamn kite, and drunk, and they pan over to me, and I'm just staring like, and I'm on the Jumbotrons, and everyone's like, look at this drunk high dipshit. And I'm like,
My birthday.
I just turned 21. And it was incredible. That was also the same Bonnaroo where I saw when I'm with Lex. The album's Lex. It's electronic. Motherfucker. Now it's really bothering me.
$10,000 Pyramid Time. Is it a pop album? Is it an indie album?
It is electronic.
Electronic. Okay. Is it Daft
They have a
Punk?
song called Gettysburg.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Southern
Rat-a-tat.
Oh,
Rat-a-tat.
Rat-a-tat.
Okay.
yeah.
And I was there dancing with my friend Tiffany, and these people with like a sheep mask and a goat mask with like sprayer, like a lawn sprayer for your weeds, came over, saw me dance, whatever, and they pointed at me and they pointed at Tiffany, and then they covered us and sprayed us. And then next thing I know, like 15 minutes later, I am higher than a kite and I'm rolling my dick off. And I was like, they fucking get me with empty, and they did. There it is.
That's what happened. Yeah.
And just like, whoa, melty and shit. It was wild. Insane. Fucking bananas. So I just remember dancing the sand away. It was great. That year was, your headliners were Arcade Fire, and then Saturday was Eminem.
Oh, nice.
And it was his first time performing since getting out of rehab.
Okay.
He brought most of G Unit onto the stage.
Cool.
He did everything you wanted to hear.
Nice.
And I was like, I'm like, whatever, man, this is fine. And then, like, going into it, then I left like, damn, okay, now I get why he sells out arenas and shit.
That happens every once in a while. You walk into somebody that you don't think you're going to totally groove on, and then you're like, oh shit, I get it now. That happened to me the first time I saw Gujira live. I was like, I was like, it's proggy, it's okay. And then I saw them live, and I was like, all right, I understand this now. This is fucking awesome.
This is great.
Yeah.
Who else? 2011, I saw Deer Hunter.
Oh,
Love Deer Hunter.
heard of, never listened to.
Deer Hunter. Das Racist.
Wait, is that the dude? Is that a comedy act?
No, it's a rap trio.
Oh shit. Okay. I was gonna say it was
Duo.
It's a trio.
Is Kamal Bell in that?
No.
Oh, I can't remember their names. They're funny though.
Okay.
I mean, it's they're good, but it is funny.
Nice. I do like
They're
humor
the-
and music.
Yeah,
Heems,
Heems.
Kool AD, and Asok Kundalandabu. They made us turn around at one point. They're like, this crowd fucking sucks. You turn around and you earn our respect before we keep going. Saw Santa Gold.
She's great.
That was cool. Black Keys doing their first main stage set. I have the poster from it, numbered
Cool.
to 75. Yeah. That was a great Bonnaroo.
So, how do you two pick your festivals? Like, how do you decide what you're gonna go to out of all the ones that are available?
Definitely lineup only.
Lineup is the main thing. Like, if this lineup fucks, we'll figure out the rest of it. But
Yes.
the lineup has got to be killer.
Yes. I mean, I could see us traveling anywhere to go to a festival if the lineup was worth it. The only things that would be holding us back is like cost of cost of lodging, cost of travel. You know, we
Schedule.
good friend of the pod, or sorry, I can't say that here, but good friend of ours in Seattle, Jake. He's invited us to go to this festival in Portugal the last couple years.
Primavera.
Yeah, Primavera Sound. We're gonna go at some point with him, but you know, cost of travel is the biggest biggest thing that's keeping us from doing that, and time off work, right?
Yeah.
So, but there was a year, 2 years ago, that the lineup was incredible. Sad I missed that one. But pretty much anywhere in the U.S., if the lineup was killer enough, we'd find a way to go.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's got to have a good variety, too. Like, when we went for day in, day out, it was a good mix where we saw, like, the National and Turnstile.
Yeah.
Same fest.
So fun.
I really wish more people would go towards that. Like when I saw last year when I saw Turnstile, it was them. It was JPEG Mafia, and it was some lady from Baltimore, like kind of singer songwriter type thing. I forget her name. She's also kind of big in her world. But they were all three good, but they were all three different, and that was fun. I was like, I wish more people would do that, because there's a lot of times where like you see kind of the same style of bands on one bill, and then you're just kind of like, all right, man, I've seen this. Like it's the same thing kind of over and over.
Like we saw, it was JPEG, Turnstile, and then wasn't it Mitski?
Yeah, Mitski, and well, I think she was that night, and then also Japanese Breakfast was the same day too.
Yeah.
There was a lot of great stuff on that festival.
Yeah.
But I mean, of course, like, again, cost of travel, I could easily see us going anywhere, but the lineup would have to be absolutely immaculate for us to go somewhere where we wouldn't have a cheap place to stay. Like, you know, if there's something in the middle of LA, like, okay, I would never go to Coachella unless every single person on the bill was someone I wanted to see, because I know how expensive that is.
Yeah.
And how expensive the lodging is.
Yeah.
And how much the crowd sucks.
Yes.
Yes.
Not
the
like the
influencer crowd.
Yeah, that would I'm with you. It would really have to be a hell of a lineup for me to go to Coachella. Like, because of everything you just listed and everything you just groaned about. Like, it's and I'm 100% on both these things.
Well,
Yeah,
and then, the Coachella put on that thing we went to last year, Reset.
Oh, was that part of Coachella?
So the guy,
Okay.
the guy who started Coachella started that festival. If you want to tell, that was such a good idea, and I wish they would have done it again this year.
Yeah. Okay. So their idea was they wanted to have 3 cities that were within like a 6-hour drive of each other, and it was a 3-day festival. But the headliners obviously rotated. But okay. So for example, we went in Chicago, and the same weekend as the Chicago one, it was Columbus. We chose to go to Chicago because we wanted to go to Chicago, and then Nashville. So all of those are about a 6-hour drive from each other.
Yep.
So like our Friday night, the headliner was Steve Lacy.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday, Steve Lacy played in Columbus. And on Sunday, Steve Lacy played in Nashville, right?
Okay.
So then Saturday, it was Boy Genius. Then they rotated. And then Sunday for us was LCD Sound System.
Oh, cool.
And so then LCD had started in Columbus and then went to Nashville and then to Columbus, or to Chicago. And then there were 4 or 5 acts billed on each day. It was a phenomenal idea.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't do it again this year. We would have easily done that again. And I could see us even going to one day of that in Chicago. Or I keep saying in Columbus if the lineup were good enough.
Yeah.
I think we chose to go. Why did we choose to go to Chicago? Just because we wanted to? Or was it because LCD was on Sunday? There was a specific reason, but I can't remember why.
One, because we didn't want to go to Columbus because we knew the venue was dog shit.
Kemba Live is terrible.
Oh, Kimba Live is dog shit.
It's awful.
Fuck that venue.
Dude,
Yeah.
fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them straight to hell, dude.
Yeah.
You outdoors there is like I can deal with it, but indoor there is fucking disaster awful.
Dude,
Yeah.
Dude, 2022, we had tickets to see Tame Impala at Kemba Live.
Oh, God.
Okay? Hyped, because it's going to be outside. I'm like, this is going to be sick. This is going to be sick. Then we're driving up and we check, and they changed it from being for that outside to to their festival style stage, which means it's in that parking lot where they have the Clippers parking and the festival parking because they oversold the concert.
Oh, God damn it.
They oversold it so much. There was a line wrapping and you had to run across the highway exit to go across the street to get to the back of the line.
Oh, my God.
And then since it was outside, it was pouring rain.
Of course.
With no let up whatsoever.
And no shelter.
No shelter for anybody. They're like, you need to go back to your cars. And I was like, we're going to lose our spot in line. They went, you need to go back to your cars. After we waited for 2 hours and drove 2 hours. And I look at the radar and I'm like, dude, this isn't going to let up. They're not going to go on till like 11 o'clock. And sure as shit, they made them go on at 10:50.
What?
And they violated the sound ordinance for the city of Columbus. And Kemba Live had to pay upwards of $300,000 for them to play their full set. Because Kevin was like, if you're going to make me play in this, I'm playing the whole set. I'm doing the whole thing.
Yeah.
No fucking around. And they're like, all right. So they like lost money on it.
Good.
Fuck them.
Good. That's the moral of that story. Good.
Good. And then each time we try to see them, Tame's one of my favorites, and they've been for years. That was at Bunbury.
Yes. So yeah, bringing it back to music festivals. I don't know if you're going to ask about our worst experience, but this is one of them.
Throw it out there.
We went to go see Tame Impala at Bunbury 2014 or 15. I can't remember. 15.
15 because Currents was about to come out.
And it started to like typical Cincinnati summer sunstorm storm in the middle of the day. Right when Tame Impala started, it started raining onto the stage. Kevin said, all right, we're going to keep going. Made it through 2 songs, made it through Let It Happen and made it through Feels Like We Only Go Backwards.
Yeah.
And then the sound guys came out and said, okay, your keyboard's ruined. He said something about that.
They've swapped out 3 different synths.
Yeah, thank you. And
They had to swap out 3 different synthesizers. They had like clear garbage bags over them so they could play through the synths.
And then finally the sound person came out and said, you have to stop. So Kevin said, all right, we're going to do one more. And if we get struck by lightning, that's okay. And then goes,
if we get electrocuted up here, so do you. Okay, let's go. And
yeah, went right into Elephant.
Yeah.
So we only got to hear 4 or 5 Tame Impala. We've only gotten to hear 4 or 5 Tame Impala songs live, despite paying to see them twice.
But what was awesome was it was raining and on Molly. So
Yeah,
that
was
was awesome. Where you felt like
very
every
fun.
little individual raindrop, and it's like, it feels like we're on we go. And you're like just grooving in it. So it was like, it was shit, but it was also the shit.
Nice. Okay, so it's a mix. There was good, there was bad. It evened out.
Yeah, it even
Sort of, kind of. More bad than good, but also kind of cool.
kind of
Yeah.
cool. And that same day, that lineup was dope.
Yeah. Oh, and not even 10 minutes after he was pulled off stage, the sun came out. So
Yeah, it was horseshit. Because then because right before them was Temples,
yes.
and before that was Bleachers.
No, after, because Bleachers was when the sun came out. Before that was
yeah.
when we missed Father John Misty because the line was so long they didn't get everyone in on time.
So mad.
I'll throw in my shitty festival experience that
Yes.
turns into a good festival experience. So when we showed up to do the festival at Thornville, once we got in and we started to set up our tent, we realized that nobody brought a pop-up. So it was like, oh fuck, we're gonna be in this parking lot on this guy's property for 3 days without a pop-up. We might die. So then we all started to try to figure out, they had of course, they had a store there for dumbasses like us where they're like, we'll sell you a pop-up, but, it's going to cost you double what it would at a Walmart.
Yeah,
And it's
exactly.
like, all right, well, let's talk about this. Luckily, one of my friends who was there, my buddy Dave, was working for one of the breweries that was sponsoring the place, and he was like, "Hey man, do you guys want to come with us in the VIP area? There's so many breweries backed out of doing the show because of the mic thing. We got extra spots. You can chill in them." We were like, "Yes, absolutely." So then we went from not having a pop up to then being able to go into the back and chill in like a way nicer area and not die.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So thumbs up on that.
So
Thank you, Fat Mike.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Fatty Mike.
Yeah. See, bad things, good things, even out karma.
Yeah. So when you were like, when they bailed, were people like, no FX? They were like, yeah, no FX.
No FX.
Yeah.
None.
I've been sitting on that for 20 minutes.
Do you two prefer the camp out situation, or do you prefer like a festival in a city where you can just get a hotel or an Airbnb?
I'd say I think I can speak for both of us on this. The older we get, we prefer to stay in a hotel or Airbnb. But when we were younger, the camping was so fun. And honestly, the last time we camped was 2019, and we weren't, young then. We were 28, or you were 29. I was 28. I was about to turn 29. And we had a great experience then.
We were also prepared.
We were prepared. Well, we were prepared for both times we camped. But I'll say, like, camping at a hot summer festival when you're in a tent and you have to use a porta potty that like over 1,000 other people are using at the same time, and there is absolutely no way to clean yourself. That's a young person's game. That is a young person's game.
Yeah.
I can't do that
Over it.
anymore.
Like if we do Bonnery again,
Bonnery.
RV.
Yeah, absolutely. But we had such a fun experience when we did. It's something I would encourage everyone to do just at least once. I mean, it's really fun to do just once.
Yeah, you got to earn your stripes.
Yeah.
You got to go 3 days without showering.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
And that was a part of it for me where I was like, I don't think I've ever done this before. Like I've had a few things where I'm like, oh, I'll let it go for a day. But I'm a pretty big dog. I got folds and shit, man. Like I can't be letting this thing ride for 3 days. And in this, it's like, no, you got to. It's like, all right, well, here we go.
Here
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, got my rag on a stick, got my deodorant, and just trying to keep what I can together.
And you got to go to one of the big festivals. Like, you got to just do it once to be surrounded by, like, 150,000 people singing the same thing. Like, there's nothing quite like it. And there's also nothing quite like seeing a porta potty overflowing for multiple rows. There's nothing quite like it. Everyone has the same stink, and you're all there for the same reason. And then like the rumors at the festivals that fly around, like, hear about the secret appearance who's coming, who's coming.
Oh yeah, that's the best part.
All that fun stuff. Like, you could just straight up lie to someone, and the next thing you know, 40,000 people are repeating, like, did you hear? Jimmy Buffett's going to be here. They got a hologram.
Got a hologram Buffett.
Hologram Buffett.
He's gonna be on a boat with a fucking acoustic guitar.
He finally found his lost shaker of salt.
I found it in heaven. Jimmy. Oh, how is Jimmy Buffett's restaurant not incorporated a restaurant theme into it yet?
Oh my god.
We're leaving money on the table
Sailor
with
girls.
this.
Cheese boobies in paradise.
Mermaids?
Oh.
Jimmy, you left us too soon.
You did, truly. Well, you went to the Great Margaritaville in the sky,
He really did.
where they have endless coconut shrimp.
Oh my god. It could be the first like gay iteration of one of those, and it could be like boys in like little sailor boy outfits.
Mermen.
Ooh, there you go.
I'd go. I'd have fun.
It could be the joke from The Simpsons. You could have the manufacturer where it's just like hot dudes in hard hats and no shirts, and they're just like coming around serving food to you. Like, that's an easy win.
Yeah, that's
Love
a
that.
big win.
Yeah,
I love that.
All right. Well, let's get into the cockstraw business next.
Yeah.
Okay, you kind of hit upon it, which is a great lead in. Are you into now like the VIP package thing as you're getting a little older with festivals? Like, are you to a point where you're like, you know what, I'm willing to pay a little bit more for comfort?
We've never done that.
Yeah, not quite yet. Though I feel like if we were to do a huge festival again, Bonnaroo or Lala or something, if the VIP package wasn't out of control expensive, like, my mortgage for the year, maybe I would consider it. But for me, when we talk about cost, like, I'm willing to pay almost anything for a general admission ticket somewhere, but when I know I'm paying like thousands of dollars more to hear the same music and then be around insufferable people who have a lot of money and like, fire festival people.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. So no, I would say no. Not quite yet, but I don't think it's out of the question.
No, I don't either.
Because I'm already getting to the point where if people are standing too close to me at concerts, I get pissed off.
Yes.
And then I remember where I am, and I'm like, you did this.
Yeah, because like we went and saw Krungbin at the Brady Center, and she's like, "Man, that was such a great show." And I was like, "You bitch the whole time."
I did.
People were just on top of you, and you're just like, "This girl just elbowed me." I'm like, "She's dancing."
Well, her hair got in my beer. But
Oh.
anyway.
She was dancing. And that's what you learn. You can't have open pints at a sold out show.
That is actually a really excellent bit of advice for a lot of reasons.
Canned beers, always.
Yeah. If you're in an open situation, canned beers are the way to go.
Yeah.
You don't want open beers. Canned beer, smaller hole for beer to fall out of.
Exactly.
Yeah. And also, canned beer, easier to throw.
Also
Exactly.
true.
If for some
And
reason
crunch.
you need it.
Yeah.
Look, if I'm not allowed to bring a knife in here, I can at least give me a tall boy.
Yeah, give me a tall boy I can reload.
Yeah, come on. Like, look again, America. Come on.
Freedom.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in the second minute. They're like, that's not. I'm like, it's in the second minute. Okay, I got.
It also says I'm allowed to refill this with my own piss.
Yeah. Don't stop me now.
Don't stop me now.
So I think I am at that point where the VIP is very alluring. Like I started looking into I started getting hit with stuff from Sonic Temple this year, and I looked at it and I was like $300 for VIP for the day. I'm like, not
That's
this
not
year,
bad.
but I could see swinging that where it's like, hey, you get your own bar, you get your own bathroom, you're in like a way more chill spot, and I'm like, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
So maybe like one of those festivals where there's like, 5 or 6 bands on there that I want to see, but I also don't want to die a heat stroke during the day, because that's the other thing as an older man now, where like, I don't think I got it in me to stand in a parking lot from like noon to midnight anymore. Like, I got to get some shade at some point.
That's true.
Yeah. No, that's really fair.
Yeah.
Like at Reset, her and Jake were like, we should walk today. And me, as the fat guy, went, I don't think so. It's hot. And it was brutally hot. And it was a 2-mile walk in the city. So it was just your pounding pavement. Then we get there and it's like, now, guys, we have to stand here for 8 hours. And there's 2 trees. 2. No shade.
No.
None. So she was like, I sent her somebody last week, and she was like, we've seen them before.
Oh, Dijon, yeah.
Dijon. She was like, I was like, really? She said, yeah, they opened for Boy Genius. I went, I remember chugging seltzers, laying under the tree, and the gaggle of lesbians during the show showing their tits to Boy Genius.
Yeah.
So I was so hot. I was so hot and I was so mad. I was so fucking pissed.
Do you have a list of stuff that you take to every festival? Is there like stuff that like you must have on you?
It depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Like Homecoming, we didn't need any essentials because it was in and out. You're downtown. You're right there. You don't need anything. Like most of the festivals we've been to lately have been in like an urban setting.
Yes.
Day in, day out, Space Needle Park in Seattle, where you
Gov
can go. You can get there's 2 shows going on. The one on stage, and then the people nodding off in the corner. It's pretty cool. And then Reset was in Chicago.
Yeah. And Govball.
And Govball was in New York and Queens.
Yeah, at City Field.
Okay.
But in the parking lot of City Field.
Yeah, it was
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah, so I think obviously it depends on one of the things that's difficult about like what's your go-to thing to bring is so many festivals won't let you bring in anything at all,
Right.
not even closed water bottles these days. Otherwise, I'd say for sure bring water because most of these festivals are in the summertime or early fall. Truly, I don't think there's anything that I really would recommend is a must-have.
Yeah, like if you're doing Bonnaroo, I would say dry ice in your cooler.
Yeah.
One of the big things to help save on waste is one of those mini kegs. Because we brought a mini keg of Oberon.
Yes. Baby wipes.
Baby wipes was my next one.
Sorry, I stole your thunder.
It's okay.
I was just thinking about how dirty everybody smelled by day 4. So please, baby wipes.
Yeah.
If you're camping, baby wipes.
Stuff to make sandwiches,
Yeah.
chips, crackers.
Yeah. We brought a whole bunch of canned chicken to Bonnaroo, and like we ended up not eating it because we were a little strung out. But anything like protein, anything that's going to keep you full and keep you from passing out in the hot sun. Anything if you go to any festival that allows you to bring in your own food, I mean, I think it's kind of a no-brainer, but bring in your own food because, like, even at Reset last year, they were like, "Do you want a basket of nachos for $17.95?"
Yeah.
It's like, eat my ass.
Yeah, no way. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, if there is the option to bring in food, always bring in food.
100%.
Especially for festivals, because if not, you're just going to get completely killed at the concession stands.
Murdered.
Yeah.
Murked.
I guess that's one bit of advice. Not something to bring, but make sure you eat a heavy meal before you go in because you'll be in a festival for like 8-10 hours, and anything you can do to stave off food for as long as you can, do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, listener agreed. It's kind of like if you're going to go to a day-long festival, treat it like you're getting a tattoo. Get a lot of sleep the night before, wake up, have a big breakfast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Great advice.
And also dump out before you go in. Because you don't want to carry the heavy breakfast into wherever you're going.
No, absolutely not. In whatever way you need to get it out, just do that, and I support it.
Yeah, no judgment here, listener. No judgment at all.
None.
So, I think that is the thing. Is like is what can I bring into the festival? What can I bring into the show? That is kind of the reoccurring theme with a lot of this stuff. What about stuff that you're not supposed to bring in but you want to bring in? Because I'll start. What happened with us when we went to Pumpkin Drublic, we had put all of our shit into the wheel well of our car, and that's where we were hiding like the bulk of our like contraband, and then. As we started getting near the front, people were like, hey, they're checking wheel wells. And it was anarchy in the parking lot because all of a sudden everybody is like opening their wheel wells and people are now like drinking like handles of whiskey and stuff like that. My buddy Dan brought like 2 handles of bourbon and he was like, all right, man, bottoms up. And so like, he drank some, I drank some. Like we started passing to people. People were like walking by in line like, do you want to do bumps? Like I got blunts. God. Like people were just like starting to like pass out drugs, like because people were like, oh fuck, we can't bring it in.
Yeah.
And stuff did slide by, and then when we got to the VIP area, then it turned into a situation where it's just like, yeah, there's no guy at the gate. We can just bring whatever we want back here. It's like okay, cool. So then we just started bringing in our own beer, which is also funny because awesome part for Dave here. Dave had only brought beers from the brewery he was working at the time, which was Columbus Brewing Company, and he brought Bodie, which is an 8.2% ABV double IPA.
Yeah,
and then he also brought its big brother Creeper, which is a 10% ABV triple. God. And we were like, Dave, like, what you're gonna kill us? Like, we can't drink. We just can't drink double and triple IPAs for like fucking 3 days. We're gonna die. Yeah. So luckily there was a gas station down the way that had PBRs, and then we just like sent somebody and got like a bunch of cases, and I was like, all right, we're not going to die now. Dave, love you, appreciate you, but we got it. Dude, what are we doing here?
Chill out, Dave.
Yeah, Dave, slow it down.
Deep breath, Dave.
Take a moment.
It's a marathon, Dave.
So what do you have any tips on how to sneak in stuff that you're not supposed to have?
Yeah,
tampons.
Yeah. We put some bags of little buttons in with my tampons on the way in.
Nice.
To Bonnaroo. They don't. Well, they didn't check those then. Maybe now they're like, come on. I mean, I always encourage ladies, if you have a bra, put the stuff in there. Unless it's like jutting out, they're not going to pat you down. Yeah. I mean, you can get airplane bottles of booze in there. I've done that. Now they are very warm when you go to drink them later, but you can get them in.
Yeah. Plastic flask.
Oh, solid move.
Because I had to do that with a bottle of Knob Creek. I bought a bottle of it and they were like, no glass. So I was like, cool, I got this giant plastic flask. And they're like, that's cool though. So I was like, fuck yeah. drinking nice bourbon.
Plastic flask is like just such a weird thing. Like, when do you use that besides music festivals? Because like
Sporting events.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean that's it. It's like you got to be able to sneak this thing in. Because like if you're like somebody's old grandpap or like somebody's drunk old grandma that is like keeps a flask on, it's a metal flask.
That's true. My favorite is the all plastic flask that looks like binoculars.
That's
Oh, yeah.
that's
Those are genius.
I love ninja booze where like you start getting like spy decoy shit to use where it's like, oh, how could I ever put booze in these binoculars? You know, just-
Dude, we saw someone. Did you send it or did Pat send it? I think Pat sent it. Somebody on Twitter, they like packed a sandwich.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And they pulled it out of their bag and then they took the top slice of bread off and it was a flask. And I was like, yes, this is genius. I'm doing this with Jimmy John's subs now.
that's the move. This is American ingenuity.
Yeah. My buddy Kyle used to go to Reds games and he always wore the tube socks and he would put the airplane bottles in the tube socks and then go and get a Coke and then take one of the little things out of his sock, crack and pour.
I thought
Amazing.
I was changing the game when I figured out you could just like drink half of your McDonald's large drink and then you could just pour booze in it and then put the top back on and now you walk wherever.
Oh yeah, dude, that's the Eastgate special right there, dude.
That's the move.
I used to back before when I was a hellion, I think it was 2019. We'd go to Sonic and I'd get the 44-ounce cherry limeade. I'd drink half of it and then fill the other half with Everclear.
I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea.
It was both.
It was economical.
Yeah, very economical. I would just drink one of those. And these kids with their Borgs right now and their big old gallon jug. No. High proof grain liquor, cherry limeade from Sonic. Same thing, less time, less liquid. Get it together.
Can we talk about relationship dynamics for a second?
Sure.
All right. How do you two decide what the set list is going to be for the day? Like, do you get an equal number of bands? Does somebody have veto power? How does this work?
I don't know why you're pointing at me.
You're the planner.
Oh, I am. But honestly, because we will pick a festival for the lineup, we generally both want to see the same things. So I actually don't know if we've come across something yet where there have been two bands overlapping where we cannot compromise. Sometimes we'll do half of a set and half of a set. I can't remember a time where one of us was like, I absolutely can't miss this, and then we fought about it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever happened, actually.
No, because the last festival that we went to had multiple stages was Bellwether. Think about it. Every other one that we've gone to recently has been a single stage.
Yeah. And a lot of times it happens like, this isn't a relationship thing, but it's like logistical too. So for example, the Bonnaroo we went to together in 2014, Vampire Weekend and Neutral Milk Hotel were playing at the same time. And Vampire Weekend's my favorite. But I really wanted to see Neutral Milk Hotel, but we also wanted to see who was playing right after Vampire Weekend, which was Kanye West. And
Peak Kanye Yeezus tour.
Insanity. But we decided like it would be very stupid to leave to go see half of Neutral Milk Hotel and then like lose this excellent spot we're in for the insanity we're about to see. So, but I really do think.
But what did I do that Christmas?
Well, he got me tickets for Neutral Milk Hotel that Christmas too, because then they started touring again and they toured in Cleveland and it was such a good show. But I feel like if we ever got to a point where there were two bands playing at the same time and we could not compromise, we would just split up. I feel like we would be okay with that.
I'm going to go over here now. All right, meet me back here. All right, cool.
Yeah, we've been together long enough where it's just like, yeah, I'm just going to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of the great parts of being in a long-term relationship where it's just like, hey, look, I just need 45 minutes. I'll catch you in a bit, right? All right, sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, as opposed to like the first year of dating where it's like, no, we need to be around each other forever. Like, why would we ever be apart?
I must be 2 feet from you at all times.
Yeah, why are we not
I
holding
love
hands
you.
right now?
I'll miss my favorite band to go see a band that I hate with you.
With you.
I would never do that.
No.
Do you two have a favorite festival that you've seen together?
Bonnaroo 2014.
That one's pretty
that's
great.
It. That's the best.
I loved that Homecoming in 2018 though too.
I did love that, and that one was special for several reasons. The first being that it was the first music festival we'd gone to together in our hometown. It was a band that means a lot to us, and we took our engagement photos the Saturday morning of that festival.
Aww.
So that was fun.
That was pretty awesome. But yeah, Bonnaroo 2014, that lineup was stacked. We have the poster hanging on in the third floor penthouse, the third floor house, going up in that collection, and that one's. I mean, even looking at the past Bonnaroo lineups, like we were gonna go to Bonnaroo in 2020, but since then, still like even like, man, that was a loaded one.
Yeah, I feel like it was I mean, all the musicians on it that year were peak people that we wanted to see at that time, and a lot of them had just released albums that are all still really good. And then there were artists on that are just crazy that I feel like we'll never again do something like that. Like Elton John. I cannot believe we saw him at Bonnaroo.
And Ben Folds played with him.
Oh,
insane.
Sick.
Well,
Awesome.
it was also because Elton was kind of losing it.
Yeah.
He wasn't sounding great. And then Ben came out and
kind of helped.
Yeah.
Kind of structured a little bit.
Because that venue was too big for Elton at the point where he's at in his career with his voice.
Yeah.
You know? And it sucked to say, but like, thank God for Ben Folds.
Yeah. But it was fun. It was also really early on in our relationship. I think it was the first trip we ever took together. And, you know, we were already living together, but we took a trip together, not even 6 months into our relationship, to go camping for 4 days and see a whole bunch of music. It was really cool. It was a really fun experience for both. I mean, I think that may have even been the first concert we'd gone to together, because there wasn't a lot before that in Cincinnati. So it wasn't just like the lineup. I mean, the lineup was crazy, but it was really just a really, like, I don't know, core memory experience for both of us.
Yeah, absolutely. God, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. And the only reason that's actually the only Bonnaroo I've ever been to. And the only reason we haven't been back is because no lineup has held a candle to that one.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, like what Bonnaroo has become or what it is, because like I agree with you on the Coachella thing, where like I have no desire to do Coachella. Bonnaroo seems like it kind of became like a victim of its own success, where like it got really big, and then like it was just like, oh man, like how do you keep this going? Because of like where you guys were at, where it's like we had this top tier thing, and it's like, okay, to bring them back and then to pay it, you couldn't do it and make money on it. So now you got to go with like artists that aren't as big as that. So now you're kind of hoping to pop, you know, more people that will eventually become big, as opposed to like having just like a huge heavy hitter lineup.
Well, they're trying to also appeal. They're trying to make it so broad that they don't really stick with like a genre.
That's also a problem for a festival. If you get too outside the lines, yeah, that can also be a thing, because you got to get people to come in, but variety is nice. That was always one of my beefs with like the Midpoint Music Festival, was like I wasn't like a huge like indie guy, and there was a lot of times where I'm like, all right, there's a lot of bands, but there's just not a lot of stuff I'm into, and but there would always be something for me, but there wasn't a lot of things for me. At the same time, though, I will also admit there was a lot of times when I discovered stuff that I didn't think I'd normally like, and I did, such as Tycho. So
Nice. Midpoint, actually, I'm glad you bring that up, because that's a festival that
Man,
Billy and I loved too.
I really miss it. I really do.
miss
perfect.
It's and I don't understand like why it can't exist now, because like the formula worked on some level, where it's like, hey, we're gonna use a lot of bars and a lot of places, and you can see a lot of different level bands, and you know, I think that you need to have like a major stage somewhere, and they tried it at different places. Like I know they had it the one year when I was with Christian Moorline. Like that was like that was I think my second week on the job, managing a tap room, and then also managing the outdoor main stage for Midpoint Music Festival, and like our relation with them. And I was like, all right, this is fucking a thing.
Sylvanesso out on that stage was fucking awesome.
Yeah. And then who was it? It was down the street another year was where I saw Dinosaur Jr. Grammarly's. Was that?
Yeah,
Grammars.
Grammars. Yes.
And that's been closed.
Yeah.
Forever.
And then they had the Washington Park stage the last year that the festival was really good, which was 15 or 16. What year was that?
16.
And that's when we saw Purity Ring there and Iron and Wine there, and there was a solar eclipse during Iron and Wine. That was crazy. Lunar eclipse, sorry.
Yeah.
Lunar eclipse. It was nighttime.
And then the next year they sold, the people who ran it sold it
Right.
To Memi.
to Memi.
And then it ended up in that parking lot.
And it was terrible.
And it was hilarious because while we were sitting there, people just like set up lawn chairs on one of the parking garages across the street and watched all the shows.
Yep. Our buddy created a holiday and rented out the park that was right next to it and called it like Steve Fest or whatever. And you would just go in and you would buy a cup and he had kegs of beer.
Nice.
And you would just be right next to the stage.
Perfect.
It was
So fun. Well, we
so
have to
genius.
preface this by our friend is a lawyer, and he claimed that it was a Mexican holiday. I
Yes.
forget what it was. And then he gave a liquor license to the park for this Mexican holiday. So then, I'm serious. It was
Yeah.
so funny.
It was genius.
Yo, shout out Steve. Thank you for
Yeah.
being a real one, dude.
yeah.
And then the next year they did it at like the Masonic Temple
And the Taft. It
and
was
the
like,
Taft. And so the problem is you're never going to get all of those bars to be back on the same page to do it when it was at its peak. I don't like, one of the main guys who was running it at Motor is gone. Who also ran at the Woodward. It would be more feasible now since the Woodward's there.
Yeah.
But you don't think you're going to go see a really cool like psych metal act at the Drinkery and anymore. They're like, dude, we have too many 21, 22-year-old dipshits who come in here and puke on our floors to have somebody play the same 12 songs that they hear on the radio by some DJ just hitting the same play button. We would make way more than having a cool, unique experience that brings the neighborhood back together. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't think you're ever. I would love to see it again.
It's just a bummer. It's just a bummer to see something like that go away because it was such a unique, cool thing and it was fun. I mean, and it's the same kind of thing like what we're talking about now, like what Bachfest is going through. We're like this year with it being spread out to like multiple breweries, and it's just like this isn't the same thing. Like there's just not like one big area where everybody is like getting together and hanging out.
Give it time.
Yeah, I hope everything starts to come back and. We get like this experience of like more things where people are able to go to shows and like I would like to see something come back akin to Midpoint. I don't know what it is, but I would like to see more festival stuff like that where there is like the neighborhood and OTR and downtown coming together.
I would love to see that. I'm just trying to think if that would logistically you get the same people in the same room to do it again, but maybe there's another place we're not thinking of within the city that could house something like that isn't just OTR.
Yeah.
that would be phenomenal. Earlier you asked what a deciding factor is to go to a festival. I mean, if something like that came back, I wouldn't care if it was all country music that I didn't care about. I would go.
Really?
If it was, I really do. Anything that's that unique and that would support our city. Like maybe I wouldn't stay for all of it, but I would buy a ticket just to go support something unique like that. I think I'd support almost any music festival that came back to Cincinnati. I miss Bunbury.
Yeah.
I miss Midpoint. The National Festival last year was fine, but it wasn't really a festival.
Yeah.
So if we could bring a music festival back to Cincinnati, okay, maybe I'm lying, not country, but if we could bring something back in some capacity, I feel like I would support it even if I didn't know a single person on the bill.
Yeah, because I just feel like Sawyer Point is violently underused. Like how it was set up for Bunbury was perfect. And the fact that it took this long for them to move Oktoberfest down there is insane.
Yeah, which is nuts. Yeah,
That's
100%.
bananas. It's so much space. And it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, they do have like, oh, go see a movie down on by the river.
Yeah.
Like, cool. Yeah, we're going to go watch Step Brothers by the river.
Yeah.
It's not the same as like, yeah, dude, I saw the Black Keys at that main stage. Like, and bring that back. And with as much money as Memi is spending on music venues, especially with this new spot that they tore up Coney Island for, and what's going on with Promo West, those two should be competing to go back to get that space to promote their venues to get people to go to them. Because I feel like that's what that would do. It's like, hey, here's a mix match of some of our favorite acts. Oh, you want to hear them play for a headliner set? Come to our venues. Come to the Brady. Because like you look at the lineup for Megacorp, it's pretty barren this year.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what is even out there.
What's going to be King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Oh, that's the big one. Yeah.
That's the big one for us. And that's in mid-August, right?
I don't remember. I can't remember anything else coming there. Kraftwerk was just there last week.
Yeah, we couldn't go.
Yeah, and there's nothing that I want to go to Riverbend for.
Oh,
What? You don't want to go see Creed?
okay. We do want to go to Creed.
Yeah, well, I think everybody does right now because of the memes and the reels. I mean, we are having like a weird Creed renaissance in pop culture right now,
Dude, and you can thank the Texas Rangers for it. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, okay. As we start to wind down here, I gotta ask this: what's like kind of some of the strangest stuff you guys have seen at shows? Like, is there anything at festivals where you're just like, "What the fuck is this?"
I've got the first one.
Yeah, you
All right.
do, and it's the best one. I can't.
Do you know
even
what I'm
come
going
close
to say?
top. Danny Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy, this kid that looked about 19 years old, strung out to shit on something at Danny Brown, who was
At Bonnaroo.
Also,
who was,
Danny Brown maybe strung out on some shit.
Danny Brown was
He's sober now.
definitely, but not in 2014.
No, he was not.
Yeah.
This kid, it was 4:00 in the afternoon, just whips out his dick and starts pissing in the middle of the crowd, just pissing on everybody. They're like, okay.
And then like leaned back and got this dude on the back where it was looking like those Calvin stickers where he's peeing on something.
Oh no!
Yeah, pants down. It's like pee pee pee.
What happened to this man? Did somebody punch him? Did security
actually
get him? What
don't
happened to him?
Well, the dude turned around and was like, "What the fuck?" And he was like, the guy was like, ran away with his hog out.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Honestly, the craziest thing that I think has ever happened to us personally was at that same Bonnaroo. Yeah, we did some drugs before Jack White, which was a mistake because we did some psychedelics, and Jack White is pretty scary on psychedelics. We're just going to throw that out
He
there.
is a tall man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
and
and the stage show he had at the time was frightening. I can't explain it.
Blue lights and like flashing lights. There was a guy who looked like a anemic Colonel Sanders playing the theremin.
Yeah. We were like, this isn't for us.
And I was like, no!
So then the worst thing was our buddy Joe that was with us thought it would be really fun. And it was until we were too gone for us to all wear wigs that night. So we were all wearing wigs. And when you look at your own face in the mirror, it's scary enough. But when you look at your face with a wig on and you're like, what is that?
And you're wigging out.
Am I growing new hair? Do I got new hair now?
But this is the part that's truly crazy. And I mean, absolutely insane. So two of our other friends are with us. We gave them some of the psychedelics that we had. And Billy and I started to get scared by Jack White. So we leave. And we tell our friends, like, we're leaving, but there's no cell phone service anywhere. It's Bonnaroo, and there's 150,000 people. Yeah, 150,000 people.
You're just on your own.
And
at this
we
point.
just tell them, like, we're going to go to the Super Jam where Skrillex is playing. And that's all we said. And
Also, I want to point out the perfect spot to go in on drugs, Skrillex.
Oh, yeah.
You're like Jack White's scaring us right now. We're gonna go to our dubstep safe space over here.
Yeah. Also, if you listen to an album that came out in 2020 called Drinking at the Kids Table, there's a joke on there about me seeing Skrillex in 2012 while on psychedelics.
So we get to this Super Jam, and it was actually really good. And that's when we actually started to come up on the drugs we'd taken, and I was having a really good time. But when I tell you we are blocked in at this point by over 10,000 people,
Easily.
we're in the middle, and there's these kids next to us, and I say kids, they were probably only 2 years younger than us at the time, that could tell we were having a bad time, and actually were very sweet and did a nice job cheering us up. They're like, we've tripped too hard before. So we're at this Super Jam. Halfway through, I'm like dancing with a water bottle, and I turn around. Not kidding, our friends that we had left at Jack White are somehow magically right behind us.
What?
Yeah.
Had gotten through, and they weren't even looking for us.
They just mystically
like
appeared.
Yeah.
A lottery, an Ohio lottery's chance that this would happen.
Yeah.
And I thought that it was the drugs and the wig, and I was like, ah! And then all I remember is the only thing I could muster was reaching around and touching my friend Missy and just going, no fucking way.
And she's like, oh my God.
Yeah. But I mean, it was a great find. It was a great find.
Yeah. It was a great find, but then after that, we were like, all right, let's go a little deeper, and ate a coming up and drug, and then Disclosure was DJing, and I was like, okay, and then all of a sudden the drop was the Foo Fighters, and I looked at her, I went, well, this is ruined, and we went to go see another DJ, and they had like just wrapped, and what was so wild that you will see on Saturdays at music festivals,
Oh yeah.
big ones, is you see these wooks walking around with headlamps and with like little poles. And what they'll do is they go through where the people were along the edges and feel for and try and find leftover drugs that dropped out of people's pockets.
Yes.
And just load up. And I was like, what the fuck? Okay, this is wild. Then we go to the Calliope stage, dance for a little bit. Then we go back, try to go to sleep, put my head on the pillow. And I wake up because I feel something warm, and I look down and I had peed my pants.
Sometimes you party, bro.
And I was like, sometimes you party, and it only gets worse. And so I clean up, I wring out my boxers, I put on another pair of boxers, and then I lay back down, and then I feel it's getting ready to happen. So I wake up, and I've got boxers, her slides on, and a shirt, and I run over to the line of the porta potties, and it's a dense slide.
Oh no.
And I'm doing the little dance, I'm moving back and forth, trying to get going, just trying to get there, and I finally get into the porta potty, and I pull out my hog, and I didn't do it fast enough, and I peed all over myself again.
Damn it.
And I have to then exit the porta potty with a line of people that goes a quarter mile long with just piss all over my boxers in pink sandals with a t-shirt on, just head down and defeated, like, guess I didn't make it. Then I get back to our tent, I lay down. Half an hour later, I wake up and it's starting to happen. So what I do, I open up the side of our tent, I squat, I pull my boxers to the side, and I just let it rip onto the ground.
There you go.
Just straight under me. And I was like, oh, thank God. And then I look up, and right behind me is 4 people eating breakfast.
Damn it.
And I was like, motherfucker.
Gatorade bottles.
So what did I do? Waved. I waved. I was like, hey, good morning.
You got to be friendly.
That's it.
You got to eat it at that point.
And at this point, I had chugged 2 gallons of water that night just to I don't want to overheat and die. So drank a ton of water, and it came out just as fast and a little hot.
You're like an old air conditioner. Just get that water in there.
Yeah, you got to change the coolant tank.
All right. Okay. Do you have do's and don'ts? Like, is there stuff you should do and stuff you shouldn't do for festivals?
Don't candy flip. Google
Wear
it.
deodorant with the aluminum. I don't care if
Yeah.
you don't think it's good for you. The aluminum to a music festival. Please.
Yeah. Don't get too drunk the first night.
Yeah, don't get drunk at all. Drunk at a music festival is not fun unless it's like, a cold weather festival where you can go to sleep in a bed, in
Yeah.
a real bed.
Oh.
Yeah, like an urban festival. Yeah, real bad.
As we said before, eat full stomach before you go in.
Light jacket. So that way, when it gets chilly at night, you've got a nice little light jacket to throw on, and you're not spending $75-$80 on a hoodie.
Smart. Dress up, don't dress up?
Depends on the fest.
Yeah, we've never gone to one of the, I guess, you call it an influencer festival like Coachella. We've never really been to one of those. So, I'm not there in like hiking shorts and a workout top, but
I'm
not
a funny t-shirt.
Yeah, I'm not going. I guess it depends on the fest too, but I'm also not going to be there in like my cutest going out on a Friday night outfit.
Nice.
Casual.
I'm also on your boat of wearing a cool t-shirt. Like, wear a shirt that's gonna make friends.
Yeah.
Where people are like, hey, what's up? Hey,
Yeah,
man.
just anything meth syndicate, you're gonna be.
Yeah,
you're gonna be
people are gonna
gone.
be your buddy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we get out of here, is there anything we didn't hit you wanted to talk about? Was there anything we skipped?
I think we got our bases covered. Do you think anything?
Support local music. If you've got a small music festival anywhere where you live, support it. Even if you don't know a single person on the bill, we need more of those.
Yes. Yes, we don't have very many. We've got, what is it, the Whispering Beard Festival, the Bluegrass Fest.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
even know if that's around anymore.
I have to ask Jess and Ben. They go every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friends were involved with that. Crystal Peterson and Daniel, her husband, and I think they there might be something happening with that.
Okay.
Sometime in the future. So
Good.
yeah,
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, but I agreed. Like, yeah, if you get a chance, go see stuff. Like, especially, I think that was one of the big things I took away after like being grounded in 2020 was like I was like, okay, if I get a chance to go see a band I want to see, like, don't wait. Like, just pay for the ticket and go.
Go do it.
Like, have the experience because you never know what's going to happen. You never know if this will ever happen again. I don't know what's going to happen to me. I don't know what's going to happen to the band. Who knows, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it could be like a Metallica situation. All of a sudden, Cliff Burton's no longer there because of a fucking bus wreck, you know? Whatever. It's just like, oh, Jesus Christ. Like, I did not see this coming.
Yeah, exactly. Like what? We've got a few like concerts coming up on the docket. Like one that we checked off with my dad in 2019 was that he wanted all of his kids at some point in his life to come with him to go see ELO.
Okay.
He didn't think that would ever happen again. And in 2019 they got back together. Well, Jeff Lynne hired a bunch of amazing studio musicians and played ELO. And we went, and like having that experience with your folks is pretty freaking rad.
Okay.
I looked over and they were singing I forget which Don't Bring Me Down, and I look over and there's like a couple tears rolling down the side of my dad's face, and I was like, "You all right?" He goes, "I just never thought I'd get to do this with my kids." And it was very sweet.
It was very special.
So we're doing that again this year because Jeff Lynne's like, "This is the last time I'm doing this stuff," and I'm like, "Yeah, dude, you're in your like mid-70s. I get it. I wouldn't want to tour forever either."
Yeah.
So go do that stuff. Make it a magical moment.
Yeah.
Is there anything in the future that you want to go to? Is there something yearly that you're wanting to hit?
Tame Impala with a roof. That's a really big one. Tame Impala with no
roof.
weather conditions.
I really want to see something at the Las Vegas Sphere. That's my current thing, and I also want to see something at Red Rocks again. Those are my two where I'm willing to travel and do stuff for. Festival-wise, like I said, Sonic Temple, I looked at it this year, and I'm like, I should have went, and I think I'll probably end up there at some point. Yeah.
Well, I went by the Sphere at the beginning of the year. I was at a trade show in Vegas, and I was looking last minute because I was like, we had a red eye. I was like, guys, we could go see U2 at the Sphere. And I looked at tickets, and the cheapest one was $650. And I was like, I can hear U2 suck for free.
Yeah,
I'm good.
same.
But
Yeah.
then like the like Dead and the Fish stuff, like that's not for me. So I'm interested to see what they bring to the Sphere next.
I think everything they've brought to the Sphere so far makes sense that they've brought to the Sphere,
Absolutely.
but it's just I'm in the same boat. It's not for me. Like, my wife likes U2, I don't like U2, and then like I don't like jam band hippie music. I mean, it's just not my thing, and I don't want to be around people fucking spinning in a goddamn circle. And like, but it looks cool, and so that's kind of the thing.
Sure.
Like, I think that's kind of where I'm at with it. Like, if I was in town and it was something that was like semi-interesting, I'd be like, I want to go and see this.
Sure.
Yeah, it's like the last time I was in Vegas, I was staying in the hotel beside BattleBots Arena, and damn it, the days I was there, they did not have BattleBots, and I was crestfallen because I wanted to see the Wedge. Like, that's what I came here for. I really want to see BattleBots live. Nope, don't get to do it.
Yeah,
So
my boss who I was with, Josh, is friends with the guy who hosts the BattleBots in Vegas.
oh my god,
He was this touring stand-up comedian, and then he's just like, I'm mostly off the road now because I'm doing BattleBots every weekend, and it crushes.
you know, they say heaven isn't a place on earth, but this man makes the argument it is.
It is, and especially once we open up Cheese Boobies in Paradise.
Oh,
Hell yeah,
can't wait.
this is the future.
Who's on your? So, okay, all right, real quick. Who's on your short list for the Sphere? Like, who do you want, and then also, who do you think will be there?
Who I'd want, I would like to see a Rush reunion there, but obviously we're not going to be able to, get Neil Peart, but
Sure.
I mean, can we get like the drummer from Tool to fill in or something? Like, can we not get like another amazing drummer to like set in and do the set?
Sure.
Yeah, I would like that. I would think that'd be very cool.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a Mastodon fan. I would definitely go see Mastodon there. I don't know who else I have on like a.
Sleep opens for Mastodon.
That would be sick. That would be a good way to go. I would enjoy that very much.
Yeah.
And then Metallica, like,
Yeah.
just because it's one of those things where like I know that they would just fucking rock it. I mean, seeing them in the like I've never seen them in the round, but I would like to see it because that's their touring nowadays. The last time I saw them was like early 2000s. Limp Bizkit opened for them with Linkin Park and
Oh,
Deftones and Mudvayne.
Holy shit.
It was very new metal. It was like 2001.
Yeah, well, that's a killer lineup. Fuck.
Yeah, in retrospect, it's like, oh, it does fucking rock.
Deftones, that's sick.
Yeah. Well, and unfortunately, they were like, they just at the time were not built to play where they were at. They played at Ohio Stadium and they were just super echoey and it was just not set up for them. And it was rough.
Yeah.
And then the last time I saw them was when they were at the Brady. And of course, Chino blew out his voice because it's a Deftones concert. So of course, Chino blew out his voice.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I would see them in the Sphere. That would make sense.
Deftones?
Deftones in the Sphere.
Yeah,
makes
that'd be
sense.
sick.
Yeah, they got like enough like weird slow songs. They could have like weird background.
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is who I'd like to see. Who I think will end up there. I mean, Dead and Fish do seem like the super obvious ones that have already hit. I got to figure Foo Fighters will be there at some point just
Yeah.
because of the sheer size of Foo
Yeah.
Fighters. Like they're a band that can sell at Wembley. They're eventually going to be there. I would also think like older boomer bands, like Rolling Stones, have to do it at some point, right?
They
Paul
might be
McCartney.
too old.
Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Yeah, McCartney. Yeah, he could definitely sell it and make a pretty penny doing
Yeah, and
it.
he plays for 3.5 hours.
Jesus.
I know. Imagine hearing the same songs that everyone's heard for 60 years for 3.5 hours.
What about you two? Who would you like to see in the Sphere, and then who do you think will be there?
Radiohead.
Oh my God, what a clutch pull! Yeah. All
I
right.
love you so much.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna add Radiohead to my list. I'm also gonna throw Queens of the Stone Age on my list now.
Oh, fuck. Queens would shred.
Yeah, that would be great.
They're
there.
not big enough, but Radiohead, we saw the Smile last year in Philly.
Incredible.
Fuck. And they're not coming to this anywhere close to us this year on the next tour.
I didn't look, but I believe you.
Would the National be big enough for the Sphere?
No.
With the Taylor Swift pool, they might be now.
No. Well, when's Taylor doing the Sphere? That's
I mean,
the
that's
big
a
one.
big-
She's got to do it at some point.
I think
Yeah.
after she makes $80 billion by sucking all of the soul and money out of every 16 to 28-year-old woman's wallet, she'll do the Sphere.
I think Beyonce there would be incredible.
Ooh, that would be
That
sick.
would, the visuals on that would be out of this world.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Here's one out of left field. I saw that he's touring. One of them just got done touring, and they would have the money to do it if James Dolan threw $700 million at David Gilmour and Roger Waters and said, "You're playing together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to do 5 shows.
You guys can have
$700 million.
separate dressing rooms, whatever.
Just play together. You know how to do it. Hour-and-a-half show. Dude. Good God, that would be
Yeah.
bonkers. Because we saw Roger at Heritage Bank Arena, and it was incredible.
I saw him in Nationwide. And it was nuts. Yeah.
It was so
So
good.
good.
It's so good.
So I could see that. A boomer band that like we haven't meant. Actually, here's one that could happen, and I saw it teased on TikTok today. Did you see who's been releasing little clips today? They released 2 little inconspicuous little messages. Oasis. Now, say their reunion is back at the Sphere. Fuck, you're selling out worldwide. Like you're getting a global pull.
Oh, is this what we really want? Do we really want like English people that love Oasis in Las Vegas?
They already did F1 there, so
That's
it
true.
can't get any worse.
That's true. This is kind of like when Conor McGregor fights or for UFC fights. You're going to get all the people from Europe. That's a problem. There.
Well, oh, sorry. Well, they're doing a UFC fight at the Sphere
Yeah, which is also going to be weird. And
in September.
Yeah, which I don't know what this is going to be. They keep talking about it. And I'm like, all right, we'll see.
Well, if you think about it, that whole thing is a video board.
Yeah, so it's like I guess they're just going to like have dudes fighting that are like 40 feet tall.
Yeah, it'll be
Like,
wild.
all right, kaiju
Or just
UFC.
all different angles all over.
Yeah, or like they just do it to where it's like you're on DMT. They give Joe Rogan the graphics package. They're like, go ahead, Joe, put in what you want to see.
He's just like, oh, yeah. We'll put in vaccination facts.
Yeah.
Boing. Okay. I feel like we're missing one really big one.
Oh, Tool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tool would be
Yeah.
cool.
Tool would crush it there.
Tool would smoke.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you think they have a big enough fan? Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
They do. And longevity. I was like, I'm asking myself that, and I'm like, yeah, they would.
40-year-old white guys with disposable income. Yeah, there's a few of them out there.
They're floating around.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Sorry. No,
Pouring his head.
I was just thinking about bands that would be good to see there, and I was thinking about the Smiths, but then I thought how funny it would be if Morrissey was just billed by himself and did his shit at the Sphere.
Oh, yeah.
Full fucking meltdown.
Yeah. Oh, you get like a 40-foot tall like thing of like slaughterhouse footage. And-
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Meat is murder, and then it's just like him throwing broccoli at
Yeah,
people or
chickens getting debeaked in front of you. It's like awesome, sweet. I did a bunch of
Thank you.
psychedelics. Now I'm seeing a fucking chicken ripped apart. This is exactly what I wanted right now.
Another Godfather offer, Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
You know, John Paul Jones is still kicking. Plant's kicking. Jimmy Page is still kicking. Bonham's son's on the road playing it all anyway.
Get him under one roof.
We'll get him under one sphere.
Yeah.
One rounded roof.
They could do the same thing with Black Sabbath, you know, give them like some kind of like exoskeletons to help them play. You know.
Have you seen the video of the guy climbing the sphere? I'll have to find it. There's some guy who's like some Christian protester.
Oh, I've heard of that guy. Yeah, he like climbs things for abortion,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
to anti-abortion.
which is a wild thing to do. Like, you're going to free climb a building because babies. Okay,
Yeah.
cool, sick.
They're not a grouping of cells, they're people.
Yeah.
It's like, well, if you slip, you will no longer be a person.
Yeah, that's a weird way to go out.
It's a wild one.
All right.
Kanye at the sphere.
Blink 182, and they just teabag the whole time. You know,
These are both possible.
Yeah.
The eventual Kanye apology tour
oh god.
will be at the Sphere.
He doesn't perform anymore. He just does listening parties.
All right, the Kanye
yeah.
West listening party at the Sphere.
Amen.
It'll happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's put this thing down. Alicia, where can people find you out on IG?
At leash.g.dev.
All right, and Billy, what about you?
You find me at William the Four, and it's spelled out FOUR. And then you can also listen to my podcast at The New Nasty Boys on Instagram. You can listen to or watch on YouTube, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. First, you know, it's not just about baseball. It's me and fellow comedian Chris Weir. We hobnob about life, our week, and then anything funny that's gone viral in baseball. We both have a background in apparel, so with each week, these new City Connects coming out, we've been breaking them down on why they're good or bad. So then we talk about the Reds.
Okay, can we talk about City Connect stuff right now? There is
Yeah.
some good. There is a lot of bad.
Dude, the Cardinals one is trash.
Awful.
Yeah.
And I love that it's bad.
Oh, me
Yeah,
too.
it's
The Lou, that's what you call a shitter.
yeah, not good.
Bad.
Yeah. Yeah, the Mets thing, I like the hat. I don't like the pinstripes. That's weird that they would do that
Yeah.
with the Yankees being in the same town.
And especially the font and the way they have it laid out, it's like the black Yankees.
Yeah. Yeah, it does not make sense.
No.
Yeah.
It's very bad. I love the Tampa Bay. I mean, I'm wearing
Yeah.
the shirt right now.
That is sick.
So,
Yeah.
Tampa, Cleveland's I've come around to.
I still hate it.
Well, yeah. I just feel like it's lazy anytime you lean on the Guardian statues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You already did a rebrand. Why are you going back to the well?
To this again.
Yeah.
Yeah, for your special edition thing.
Yeah, it's and then they're stuck with them for 3 years. The Phillies ones are trash.
Awful.
Agreed.
Very bad.
Agreed.
Pittsburgh's horrible.
Pittsburgh's. I mean, here's the thing. I was talking with our buddy Pat about it. if you're going to do a city connect with the city, stop just going for the aspects of the flag.
Yeah.
Really do just a harder Google on the city.
Yeah.
You know?
Check out some other things.
Yeah, I love our City Connects, but dude, if that thing had a cheese coney on it,
Hey,
unreal.
3-year span.
3-year span. I know.
Possibility coming up. Listener, you can find me at Neil to No One. Hey, thanks for listening to What You Into. If you got a friend in the music festivals, please send them the show or concerts in general. Algorithm kind of sucks right now because I'm not that popular or big and I'm not willing to spend money. But if you can just kind of word of mouth it, that really does help me out. And while you're at it, check out the past. I think we're on 170 with this episode, maybe, or 171. I don't know. So we're somewhere there. Anyways, there's over 100 past episodes. Each one's evergreen. Jump in wherever you want to. It's its own unique topic. And thanks for supporting the show. Alicia, Billy, dude, thank you both for coming on the show. And listener, peace.
Deuces.